They said it was too slow. Then they saw it in their scopes and prayed it wasn't aimed at them. Steel thunder in the black of night. Twin barrels gleam with ghostly light. No mercy code, no warning sign. Just the hum of death in the battle line. Legs like towers strike through flame. Every world remembers the name. When the shadows move and the ground will quake, you know that Marauder is awake. Marauder, king of the storm, forged in chaos, reborn in war. When the line breaks, he stands tall, the reaper of steel, the fall of them all. Marauder, king of the storm, forged in chaos, reborn in war. When the line breaks, he stands tall, the reaper of steel, the fall of them all. Missiles scream, autocannons roar. From rim to reach, he settled the score. Broken clans and shattered pride, all fell before his titan stride. No salvation, no command, only Marauder's iron hand. Marauder, king of the
Destroyed. Fortune chaos. War. No line breaks. He stands tall. The reaper of steel. All of them all. Good evening, palettes and mercs. Let's go ahead and get into the speed runs today. I think though this will be the last time we do the speed runs, at least for now. Why is there no audio? It seems Titanfall does not want to play very nicely with my headset today. Let's have a look. Titanfall, what are you playing under? You are playing under defaults. Seems to be working. Perhaps we need to just reboot Titanfall and see if that'll work. Welcome in, Kroomba, Kiplin, Sharon, and Fuses. Where did you go yesterday? I was streaming yesterday. I was playing MechWarrior 4. Yeah, we were playing MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. Mercury, welcome in on YouTube. Just got back from listening to Pillow Talk. Wasting My Love by Sticky Fingers. 992 arguments and final countdown. That sounds like an interesting set of songs to be listening to. Let's see if this will load us in, or is that going to put us in the... Is this going to put us in the training arena, or... Seems to be taking a little bit longer than usual to load into the training mission. Also... What? No. I didn't press that. I pressed this one. Or do we have to go down to the bottom one? It's been so long since I've ran this. Let's see if I can I reset that, please? Oh, we're off to a roaring start today. I think it's this one. Yep, it was that one. Okay, fair enough. Sleepyhead, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Lux, you as well. Hell yeah, back to Titanfall. I saw a hyper I saw a hyper video today of him doing the flatline videos of the flatline, like animations, and it was so good. Viewed Alchemist, welcome in on Twitch. How we doing today? I'm doing pretty good. We're doing Titanfall speedruns today. Nothing new, just basic skills and just the basic skills and trying to see if we can do any better than we did before. I exist and payday. It is payday. Hell yes. Hell yes. It is always a great day when payday comes along. Here for the daily dose of Annika. Aw. Melly the Skelly, welcome in on TikTok. Or YouTube, excuse me. Don't mind me. I am... Well, I'm just being me. You know how it is. Try my best, but generally, we'll mess up a few things here and there. But honestly, I'm doing good enough, so... Not all that bad. Right. If you move fast enough here, you'll usually see the doorway kind of, like, blip out of existence. But this is a sim pod, so... What's with the Chinese? Chinese runs about 36 seconds faster than English. But we also have the English subtitles, so that way people can understand what's going on with the mission. And it generally, makes it a little faster than normal routing. This is going to be slower. My bad. Well, yeah, it's a bummer. We'll have to make up for it later, but yeah, usually it makes it a little bit faster. I actually study Chinese. Nice. Mason Becker, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? The right bar means time. The right bar in Chinese means time. Interesting. But yeah, this has... My runs usually have most of the major skips. I'm going to try and include Encore, but Encore has been a little iffy for me recently, so... And I actually haven't ran this for like a week or so, so... This is going to be interesting. We'll see how this ends up. These two equals completed start. Interesting. But yes, this will be both games, and then, or both, like, this should take like hour and 40-something minutes to get through the game. It's all moon runes to me. Yeah, to me as well. Ringmaster, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Also, I was having a look at YouTube recently. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been coming by recently. Like, just come by supporting the channel and whatnot, because, like, we went from barely going over the 500 subscriber hump to, like, we're already hitting like 540 already on YouTube. It's insane how quickly it's picked up since we entered the new year and all that. Like, it's been a crazy year so far. It has been an absolutely crazy year. And I know speedruns is not... It's kind of weird. It's like I'm known for mechs and a little bit of speedrunning every now and then. Randa, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Also, Vivid Alchemist, that is crazy. 25 stream streak is fantastic. Thank you. Again, I've been looking over, seeing what we can do with the channel points, but I think at the moment I'm trying to see what we can do for emotes. I can go even higher, I know. We're gonna see what we can do with the channel points. I want to get that connected. I just don't entirely know what I want to see what we can do for that. Call me Icarus because I'm flying towards the sun with my wax wings. I feel like I'm gonna be called Icarus soon, mostly because I'm flying too close to the 135 mark. Technically, if I was to get a really good run, I could technically get 136. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm not sure if any of my runs are going to get that. We'll see. And then Mercury says, those two symbols mean system. The other two mean mission and purpose. Mercury says, I'm going to go listen to Ball of Confusion. TikTok, what the hell are we doing? No. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're okay. I don't know if it was trying to reconnect the live stream, so I'm not sure. The playback should be fine, but I'm not entirely sure. You have a great day there, Mercury. Again, sorry about the transmission issues. It's TikTok. TikTok is having a lot of issues. I even heard they're being bought by Oracle, which is sparking a lot of issues and controversies, but genuinely hope that goes well. But we'll see. It's definitely going to be an interesting platform. LMH, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? But this is why we have multiple platforms, just in case. I do not want to be disconnected from my pilots. None whatsoever. Philip, welcome in on YouTube. How are we doing today? We're doing some Titanfall speedruns today. Ow. Yeah, just sped run into his fist. I'm gonna try it this way. I don't know if this way is any faster than what we were doing before, but you know what? I think it's time we try different routing, we try different things in order to see if we can make it any little bit faster. The finale before we pick things up in February again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a bit of a break from speedruns, like at least for stream until February. That doesn't mean that I won't be doing them. It's just more the fact that I want to work on them like off stream and kind of see if I can get a little bit further with them. Like learning any tricks or anything like that. Because I feel like while I'm getting good practice here on stream, it's just like I'm not developing that much. Jalix Grimfang, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? It's like, again, I love playing Titanfall, and I love playing the game. I just don't think I'm actually improving all that much.
对呀，你是谁？我是 BT7274，先锋级泰坦，属于反抗军 SRS 掠夺者军团，你可以叫我 BT。BT，了解。
Shoot. I think you do your best improvements when you focus on the run with no interruptions. Yeah, I think so too. Which is kind of unfortunate because I really do love interacting with chat and trying to see, like, seeing what things we can do to try to improve the runs. But at the same time, you are right on that one. And I have definitely wanted to hit the 135 mark. So we'll try this again. We'll definitely pick up in February for the speed runs. And I'm gonna be keeping a pulse on the speedrun community as well. Trying to see what different... No, I did not want to wall kick there. My bad. Yeah, you can definitely see me trying to do, like, different things, trying to, like, aggressively improve my time here, but because I don't necessarily have practice with that, I might accidentally, like, wall kick and whatnot. And again, I have no real experience with, like, wall kicking, so when I accidentally do it, it's like, it is a terrible time for me and everyone else involved. Excuse me, get me up here, please. Taco Man, welcome in on YouTube. How are we doing today? Or TikTok. I am confusing my platforms today. I just looked over and I was like, oh, yeah. Whatever, it's fine. Welcome in, Pilot. That's all I meant to say. Don't mind me. I'm just being a big doofus. As usual. So I definitely want to improve on the leaderboard, but no live splits where you can see this as a practice run. I have the live split up. It's visible on TikTok, but for some reason I didn't get, but for some reason Streamlabs isn't picking it up. I think I just didn't make it visible on there. I see. Because it's always the small technical difficulties right before stream that has the issues. Let me see if I can actually... Streamlabs, live split, window capture. No? Okay. That doesn't want to work? Fine. Whatever. It's not gonna matter anyways. This run is so screwed. Actually, no. We're about 18 minutes in. It's not too bad. It does not want to work. That is fine. Alright, into the cockpit we go. Why is your expression sad? Because I accidentally pressed, because my toggles are on the same keybinds as live split, and then every time I go to like pause it, start it, it also triggers that as well. It's always a fun time trying to stream and have multiple keybinds from multiple things. It was also why MechWarrior 4 was kind of messy at first. But with enough caffeine, we can usually overcome most problems. Usually. Okay, we're just gonna wait for that to charge up. Alright, Archer Pod. Let's see what we can do to get rid of some of these things, please. I also learned that Titanfall 1 ended up as lost media, which was kind of sad. It was sad to hear. Like, because of the fact that it was online only, which we kind of knew that was going to happen. Like, as soon as the servers go offline. Are you kidding me? There was one left, so that way well, Rip Run. This is Ari's off to a bad start. Alright, whatever. This will be a practice run, I guess. I mean, it's my first time back, I guess. It won't matter too much, but, like... It's always kind of frustrating when you know exactly what you need to do, but it's just... It's gonna be messy trying to get there. Roy, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Alright, let's get moving. There's a way to get Titanfall 1 playable again. Yeah, bully the hell out of Respawn until they finally give us Titanfall 3 and a remastered Titanfall 1. That sounds perfect. Let's fucking do it. I'm sorry, I'm just, at this point, I'm going to start bullying companies relentlessly until products improve. It's the last straw. It's like, oh no, you shouldn't be bullying people. Yeah, well, when you start doing stuff like that, anti-consumer practices, I'm just gonna start bullying them until they figure out their senses. But was there a mod or something for Titanfall 1 that allowed it to work again? I think that was Vagabell. Welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? And Randall, welcome back in. Seeing all the individual runs you've had, you at least have a chance to get 135 of 131 time if everything goes without flaw. I mean, that's actually kind of encouraging. Although, I think that would probably be an offline run. Yeah, I'll definitely see if I can do a few runs offline. The problem is I'm starting to do, like, a video in shorts now. So, like, some of the newer shorts. They don't necessarily take up as much time, but it's like, like, I do all those daily, so it's like, we'll have to figure out some way to get it. Wait, oh, okay, you just didn't want to hang off of anything, fair pilot? I see how it is. Okay, fair enough. Taking a break, coming back stronger is essential. I think it's more just the fact that I need to do runs like offline. Because it's like I am. This is no offense to chat. I appreciate you pilots very dearly. It's just having to flick over and read chat, and while I'm doing very complex maneuvers, is very, very difficult. And while I can do it, and I've done it many times, it does take its toll after a little bit. Because you like go over to read chat, and then if you're doing something a bit complex, like slide hopping, trying to get a specific trick to work, it can and will mess up your run a little bit. And generally just the idea of like trying to form sentences while you're trying to multitask at the same time just doesn't really work. Because I don't know if you've realized this at this point, I tend to blather a lot. It's good to see you, BT. And it's generally just a mess sometimes for me. If I want an actual good time, I would have to be completely concentrated. And unfortunately, streaming like that, I just choked there for a second. Would probably have to be done offline. I see this as more of a enjoyable experience instead of, yeah, an enjoyable experience until you try to hop onto this damn pipe. Come on, there we go. Then must get a perfect run on stream. Oh, I get that, yeah. And it's a good way to like keep practice on certain skills. You mean I'm gonna have to do all the work, BT? Okay, why are you in that corner? BT, why are you glitched in that one perfect corner where I can't get to you? And then you're just gonna nestle there like a nesting doll. But as you say that, Philip, I also have a perfectionism issue, which I've worked on more and more recently, but still it's like, oh, it has to be perfect, otherwise it's not marketable. And it's like, no, it doesn't have to be that way, but at the same time it's like, it's rough. He's avoiding you. Exactly. Drake Knots, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? And that sonar pulse did nothing. Oh, you thought that was a trap for me? Nah, that was a trap for you. Oh, you might be giggling, but I'm the only one who's laughing. Bitch, get out of your cockpit. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have put engine oil in the cockpit there, buddy. I don't know, I saw the hatch and I made that comment. BT is just shy for having a crush. That is crazy, but I like where you're going with that. I guess we do work together quite well, don't we? But yes, unfortunately, trying to stream like speed runs is more a way for me to get more constant practice. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, this isn't going to be PBs. Like, if I do get PBs on any of my runs, it's going to be a miracle because I'm reading chat and trying to, like, make this work. We don't know what this place is. That's crazy. Yeah, what are we doing here, BT? She says with perfect knowledge of what we need to be doing here. I love that lagoon out there. It looks kind of steamy. Maybe like the perfect temperature for skinny dipping out here. One of these days, I'll actually stream taking on the entirety of Apex Legends roster. Or Apex Predators, rather. Do you love things that can only go bloom on the battlefield? Do you love... think love can only bloom on the battlefield? I don't know why I misread that multiple times, but you know what? Sure. I mean, shoot. It's not like Super Kim didn't come over here on Twitch and say something to that effect. If you don't remember, or weren't here for that, Super Kim, another VTuber, did a raid on my Twitch a while back, and her chat confessed to me that she absolutely loves BT, which I could definitely see. I could definitely see that for sure. Which, by the way, that is completely fine, and I am in huge support of that. Like, I'm not calling her out or anything like that. Hello, Mech Warriors. Hello, Adam C. How we doing today? King, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? We are doing speed runs, and while this may not necessarily be Mech Warrior, I hope you enjoy it all the same. For fuck's sake. Why? Why? This is why we hate this fucking mission. Live reaction. Annika is losing her goddamn cool to the Abyss Part 2. But that's okay, because the monster might, in fact, keep her sane. I would like to point out, in my defense, at least not necessarily in defense to the internet, more to myself, just for transparency's sake. I love to see the fact that I'm actually well, okay, my slide hops into wall hops are actually improving. I'm actually being a little bit more aggressive with my movements, which normally I've been kind of afraid of doing that. I'm taking a few more risks and actually and actually moving a little bit faster. While it might get me killed now, it could, in fact, actually save a few more seconds with actually learning a little bit more movement for these particular areas. Now, do I need to defend myself in front of chat? No, this is more me trying to console my poor brain as it tries to destroy itself, because I am, in fact, my own worst enemy. Not the world, not anything else. I am my own worst enemy. May can get a pro controller with extra paddles for that Titanfall stream in February. Maybe. Maybe. I would love to see it, actually. Shit. Alright, we just gotta stay alive. Task impossible. Okay, maybe we don't go there. Maybe we just go around here and, oh, this thing's gonna start moving real quick. Real quick. Okay. We're just gonna get in this corner. Everything's fine. We're a little bit behind schedule. I think we're like a minute behind or something. Probably more. I wouldn't be surprised if we're off by like a minute or two at least, but I mean, for a stream, that's not entirely too bad. My luck, this place is going to turn itself inside out. But you know what? It's fine. Also, Karumba, thank you for the likes on TikTok. Your support is very much appreciated. And also, Angry Squid and Kairunja, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today, pilots? All right. So dome skip is dome launch, excuse me, is still off the table for the moment. God, no. I was trying to get off there a little bit faster. I'm flying blind when it comes to the time. Yeah, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. We'll fix that in a moment. Or when I say a moment, I mean, once we get done with this run, I'll go ahead and try to see if we can get that fixed for TikTok and, well, not TikTok, YouTube and Twitch. For some reason, Streamlabs didn't want to pick that up today, and I just... the joys of streaming. When stuff just doesn't want to pick up. But that's fine. All right, in here. And away we go. That's it. For non-speedrun stream, could it be fun to play Titanfall 2 with mods? Yeah, we could definitely do that. I've been thinking about doing some first playthroughs of Titanfall 2. Like maybe with the flame shield or something. Yeah, especially if you use like ice pick or something. And like we would strategically only use the flame shield for the entire thing. Because with ice pick, those sorts of challenges are definitely on the board for us to do. She can't kill shit. You picked a terrible mercenary there, Blisk. You should have hired me. You should have hired me to take me out because, well, my brain does a good enough job. So, you could probably, I don't know, maybe it would actually work a little bit better. Considering how Ash hasn't even managed to scratch me yet. Okay, maybe she did scratch me a little bit, technically, with the IMC forces, but I would say my own brain's doing more of a good job than that, so step it up, do harder. Because my own brain's doing the most damage, then you've failed as a mercenary. We got a little bit lucky with that one. I was about to just send it, and that would not have been good, most likely. But no, we got lucky with that one. Has anyone heard of a mecha game called Project Nimbus? I've vaguely heard of it, but please remind me, what was that one about? Is it like a first-person game, or like because the one around here that we usually talk about is Diesel Knights, but let's hear about this one. I'm curious. By the way, Ash is such a terrible mercenary that I'm not even gonna bother to take her out. Yeah, she gets to revel in her own failures as I just completely skip her containment field. I'm breaking out of this universe. And scammer gets scammed. So we have to be careful around here because we either fall off the left side or trigger the boss fight on the other side. And in this case, we didn't either. Let's go. Alright, out here, back into BT, and then away we go. Trash, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? That's not me calling you trash. That was literally your... Is it dangerous? Could it get me killed? Probably, because I'll accidentally wall kick instead of anything else, but at least I'm willing to try it more and not be necessarily afraid of it. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be the best at it, but I'm at least willing to try it, which will probably mean that I can get a little bit faster. And that's always kind of the point of this. Again, on stream, probably not going to happen, but I can at least log off and then try my hand at it again afterwards. It is so cool. God, I can't stop gushing about this movement tech. There is no other game that quite has this level of movement tech. Like, just the fact that I can cover ground that quickly is just insane. Like, this is just, it's amazing. It's amazing that I can cover this much ground. Yeah, I didn't see any device on Anderson. Like, he didn't even have his keys or wallet on him. Like, how do you go out of the house without those things? Or maybe even a cell phone, for example. But, I mean, I guess it is the future. Maybe he had, like, maybe he had his handy-dandy Neuralink, which none of you should get, by the way. Yeah, there's got to be a better way, BT, I see, as I immediately get on the zipline and love it. Oh no, they activated the security. If only they had humans instead of robots. Open up. There we go. If only, chat, if only they had actual human security, maybe they could be a little bit better. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, wait. The human security is just as bad. Maybe they just need to get a little bit better. Yeah, Adam C. I'm curious to hear a little bit more about the Project Nimbus, if you've heard anything about it. I know I was kind of like, I was kind of bouncing off the walls a little bit, but I am interested in hearing. I wasn't sarcastic. Like, if you ever hear me get a little bit hyper like that, that's just, do not mind me. I'm just being a little bit hyper, a little bit fun. Doing my own thing. Sorry, I'm also worried. Oh, no, don't mind me. Yeah, that's more important. I should have realized that. That's my... You know what's weird is? I've said this once, I'll probably say it again. I tried to set up the 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like, stream to be when people would probably be getting off from work or would be at home, right? I failed to realize. Please give me stuff. Welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Good to see you. Good to see you, Pilot. But that has not been the case at all, because most of the people who ended up following these streams, that sounds awesome. We'll have to put that on the list. The list of contracts is insane for this year. I wonder what its spec requirements are. Because again, I've also been trying to play games, push for games that have been, like, require less hardware for people to run. So, yeah. On that front, like, it would be cool to see if it would run on, like, older hardware and whatnot, so people could run it. Like, I guess to a lesser extent, some of the other games like MechWarrior 5 and like Titanfall are still very much in line with that, because I didn't get this slide. I guess those two, to a lesser extent, can definitely run on some of the older hardware, so I'm still good on those fronts. As for some of the mods that I'm potentially wanting to use, like the MechWarrior VR mod that I reviewed in a video today, or not reviewed, but I had a look at the gameplay footage of, rather. I don't necessarily think those are as friendly to some of the hardware that people might have, but at least it's still plausible for them to play at, which is always a good thing. I don't know why I went on a rant about that, but like I think it's again I want everyone to be able to play these games that we have a look at. I don't know. But that does sound like fun. Project Nimbus does sound like a lot of fun. So again, we'll have a look at it, see if it's any good or what. Ouch, smash my finger swapping out the revolver grips. Don't do that. I'm sorry. I remember when I was younger, like I was coming back from playing outside. I was just like, for a while now, I've been getting real comfortable with like closing the door, just like sliding glass door, just like not necessarily slamming it, but kind of that sort of action. And I've been doing this for at least a couple of days now, just kind of like hyper, having fun, just like kind of whimsical. Unfortunately, I didn't realize my hand was there at the time. On this last day I decided to do this. I think my parents realized this as well, because they kind of kept silent like the entire time up until like I ended up smashing my finger in the door, and this thing, it wasn't red, it wasn't purple, it was blue. It was blue for like a month. And they were like, yeah, maybe you won't slam the door this time. And I'm like, I hate that, but at the same time, yeah, maybe it'll end up being a great lesson. Thank you for the heart, me, Randall. I appreciate it. And thank you for the likes as well. So yeah, that sucks. That sucks, Skelly. I'm sorry you smashed your finger in the revolver grip. Talk on it, BT. You got in front of me. Because now you're in the way, and, well, I'll lose a little bit of time on this. A little bit, not too much. Alright, we're gonna try this. Okay, so if you aim for the top of the cockpit, you will usually survive that. And then you get to skip all of that nonsense with BT being like, you can't survive the fog. I'm like, but I can. But I can, BT. I just did. Well, I survived it for long enough. Okay, we may need to implement coup de grace. Threat has been eliminated. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you, Randall. Yep, all the forces have been eliminated, and you were all the way over there, BT. Come here, BT. I know they're open. I know they're open. I'm waiting for BT to get over here, because I kind of ran ahead and kind of did the pilot's duty of making sure everything's clear and ready to go for the royalty that is BT. I might be slightly joking, but I would totally do that for him. I love how BT's looking at me like, don't do that, please. I'm not going to do that, BT. You're too much of a gem. You're too much of a gem for that. Yeah, Cam, they're not really designed to be repaired or replaced. The company just wants you to buy nothing and then try to send it in to get repaired by one of their qualified technicians, almost like that RF rifle, which, by the way, that has become one of the most watched videos on the entire channel. I'm just kind of confused and also horrified because I got so much wrong in that damn video. Like, about a simple 22 rifle. And I'm kind of embarrassed because that was like... Because I was just like, it was so much fun to do that video, and then I realized I got so much wrong about the rifle, and then... And it's like, I'm willing to admit that I messed up, right? Like, I'm glad I learned from that video. It's just also the fact that I'm just kind of sitting there going, how did I mess up so much on one video? And I knew better with some of the things that we were going over, like general just stuff like none of the rifles on that particular site were, they looked like shotguns, but they were actually rifles and all that. To be fair, a lot of the rifles that we saw had like the it looked like it had like the Winchester, like I don't even know how you, I don't know exactly how I'm trying to like, had like that cowboy repeater sort of like God, I don't even know what I'm trying to explain. Like the way you like cycle the shotgun shells had that particular style of like repeaters, so it kind of led me to believe, oh, it's a shotgun, but it's not. It's a 22 and it's a rifle, and I made so many mistakes on that damn video. I'm really glad the comment section went easy on me on that one, because I just I messed up a lot, and that was my bad. Lever action, yes, thank you. I couldn't think of the word for a second, but I was just like, it's not that I don't know it. It's just the fact that my brain was just like, we're not going to give you the word. Nope, you're going to look dumb from the entire internet. Fuck you. Yeah, you can look dumb from the internet as you already do, and then people can laugh at you because you're a VTuber. I mean, and I'm pretty sure that most people do anyways, but that's another thing altogether. But you know, at least it's cool. I am crazy, but that's for different reasons. Also, Monster really helps with diverting all of the life or death tolerances. Oh, there is no giving up when I am powered through the rifle frame. Yes, exactly. Exactly. 10% battery. Welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Akura? I think it's Akura. Welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Are you a firearm enthusiast? I can be an enjoyer of it. Yeah. Like I personally don't own any because my current situation, like like trying to own one right now would be a major headache because so technically I'm still in the military. So trying to have one like in that area is difficult because you have to like have it like basically if you're still in that area, you have to have it secured with them and all that. And and it's a big to do. It's a big hassle, so it's just like I'd rather just go down to the gun range and try to just try to practice that particular day, or go with legit. What branch am I? I was in the Navy and I was in IT. I was 3rd class. I say was only because I'm at the end of my contract and I'm supposed to be out in March, but we're still trying to figure all that out. But again, that's the side point. I keep it a little bit more low-key, mostly because it's just like I don't really want to deal with all that nonsense, because the internet has a lot of different things to say right now, and I'm just like, I'm not trying to be political. I fix computers and printers. It's like there is nothing political about it. Like, I do absolutely nothing other than that. Nice. I was an Army medic like a decade ago. Who? Yeah. That is... That is the way to go. Although I'd have to imagine the various, what am I trying to say? I would have to imagine the promotion rates were not that great, if the HM rates are anything to go by. Because if you don't know, promotion in the military goes by what's available towards the higher rank, and then you also have to take a test usually in order to do that, along with any other requirements for that particular rank. Sometimes it ends up with new orders, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you get smashed into a rail and that is all you get. Okay, fair enough. Ex-military. Well, this is bad. This is this is terrible. Okay, sure. Let's get back on track, shall we? Ex-military are pretty normal around here, huh? Yeah, I think we're all just trying to cope with some of the shenanigans around here, and build better lives for ourselves. You're building an army piece by piece. The only sort of army that I wish to build is an army like legitimately is a Peace Corps. Like, we might be mercs and whatnot, yes, but at the end of the day, the only thing I really want to do with this community is to hold companies accountable and to do right by everybody in this world. And piece by piece, we will do exactly that. Piece by piece, we will do exactly that. Okay. A little bit rough there for a second, but we got back on track. 1, 2, 3. Fudge. I waited too long on that. Grav star, I think. I didn't wait long enough on that one. What is the timing on this then? Because I waited a second before and then it just didn't. Okay, okay, we're fine, we're fine. That particular jump can be a little feisty, but grab, please. Thank you. I did IT for a mercenary logistics company. That is interesting there, Rose. Also, Karimba, thank you for the likes on TikTok. I appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try the infamous jump, or the infamous wall run. Nice, we made it this time. Those maniacs who drove trucks into the green zone to get their email from somewhere else. Alright, we're getting good speed here, good time. Well, I don't know about good time, but we're doing good. Nope, nope, not today. Not today. It tried it again. I tried to mute for a second in order to cough because sometimes my voice gets really destroyed after an hour or so of all this. And then it just decides to unmute. I don't know what it is about this damn mic, but it loves to do that. I'm just sitting here going, why? But why though? Why would you do that? Because I didn't tell you to unmute, and then I end up with that sort of shenanigans. Anyways, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, BT, it's a figure of speech, but I wish I had some interesting backstory. I mean, look, it's not about the backstory. It's about what you do currently with yourself, with what you do. And it's a lot more important than you'd actually think. Like, oh, you can have a cool backstory. Like here, Pirate Software had a cool backstory, right? Which was all fake, by the way. But then what did he actually do with this platform? Well, he kind of drove it into the ground. So I would say it's like I wouldn't lean too heavily on your backstory. I would lean more on the fact that you do good things for the world. I would lean more on the fact that you do good things right now for the world. True, true. Because everyone's heard the infamous downfall of Pirate Software by this point. And it just, like... It's like, oh, well, he worked for, he would start, like, all of his shorts off with, oh, I worked for Blizzard. Cool. What are you doing now? What are you doing as an individual right now in order to help the world? And that's not attacking Pirate Software. That's more what are you doing as an individual, as one of my pilots? What are you doing for the world that makes a difference? That's what people care about. They don't give a fuck about your backstory. That gives them a point for you to connect with them. But as a content creator, I will say that, and just individually, people don't care about your backstory. Like, they really don't care. They care about who you are as a person. They care about you as a person on an individual basis as you've connected with them. And sure, that might, like, some of your backstory, if it's negative, might come back to bite you a little bit, but that's something more that you can, again, change with your current behavior. I think it was partially true, but he definitely gassed himself up. He was a QA, and a horrible QA at that. He was not even a game developer at the time. A lot of the code that he wrote was so bad, it wasn't even intern level for Heartbound. Which, again, that isn't even, like... You can write horrible software and still make a good game. Undertale is a perfect example of that. Undertale was one string of code, essentially. It was horribly written, horribly optimized. But yet the game still functions one of the best games for 2016. But when you give that pretext of, I am this person, and this is why you should like me, that sets you up for failure. Because then you're trying to protect that backstory more than you're trying to protect your current, what you're currently doing. Because as you've noticed, I don't mention the fact that, oh, I was a part of the Navy. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that. That's part of my story. It's done. It's dusted. I'm a VTuber. I go and help people. That I try to help people through charity. I try to make sure that I'm there to entertain and be there for other pilots in the mech space. And that's what I do on a daily basis. That's on my backstory. That's who I am. That's what's most important. A backstory means jack shit. Who are you as a person? That's what matters. What do you do? What do you preach every single day that makes you a good person? That's what matters. Sorry, I get really passionate sometimes, but regardless, here we are. I don't think that's entirely true. They care about your back story, first impression. That's about it. After all, resumes. What are resumes? But a backstory with a paper trail. I mean, yes, that does give you a character. That does set up your character. I think for a first impression, yes, but I think like after a while, it's more like, I think it would be better to say like, it is important, but I think a backstory is less important than who you are as a person day in, day out. Is all I'm trying to say, at least on my part. But again, I could be wrong on that one. I'm willing to concede part of that point. All right, we're nearing the wall. Nearing the wall. Oh, hello there. Hello. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. We're in the midst of the mechs. All the mechs. Excuse you. I need a core immediately. And I don't know about you, but you look like a fresh core to me. All right, so Encore didn't work. That's fine. That is fine. We'll just go ahead and clear this out with the Scorch. Just get a cool train set to show people that you don't need a good backstory. Yes, people love trains, unless they're engineers or conductors, and then they will absolutely hate you because they ride around on trains for 13 hours a day. But hey, unless you don't run into those people, you're probably good. And that hatred is only because they ride around on trains for 13 hours a day and probably don't get a good sleep schedule because of their job. But, you know, dims be the brakes. But I absolutely love train sets. I used to have a Thomas the Tank Engine train set as a kid. I absolutely loved it as a kid. I wish I still had it, but I think it was one of the things that just didn't make it from the move. Okay, so we have a little bit more on that core that we need. Other than that, we should be fine. Oh, good. The Scorch is moving forward. Moving forward. Please, please. No, just stay there. Okay, well, we have the core. We just need to finish up the Titan, and then that'll be that. Can't beat a good train set. I love the wooden ones as a kid. I think the ones that are like electric they're good. I just wish that they were a little bit more. I wish they were easier to set up. Like I always found the tracks were a little bit, especially like the metal bits were frustrating to put together because it's like it kind of limits. For me, it kind of limited what I could do with it. Mostly because mostly trying to get those damn tracks to stay together was excruciatingly hard sometimes. True. I wish I had a space one, not gonna lie. I mean, you can, depending upon how you set it up, you can put it in like a small like coffee table, right? Oh, it's supposed to be for coffee. No, the train goes there. Matter of fact, Harold himself can fly me my coffee when I need to take a sip of it. Like Harold the helicopter can fly me the black coffee from the midst of the railway when I need a sip of coffee. Yeah, we're having it on the coffee table this year. Trains coffee. I mean, okay. Trains are good, but trains and coffee, I would say both are really good. And no, this is not going to be a sponsored segue to this is not going to be a sponsored segue to coffee, like some sort of coffee ad. If I was to sell anything related to drinks, I'd probably do like my own energy drink. Not even like gamer subs or anything like that. No, I would either do a sponsorship for like Monster or my own energy drink. I'm not sure which yet, but I don't even think Monster would do a sponsorship at this point. Not that I haven't done anything, you know, other than, you know, say their name every 5 seconds. Because that's what my fridge is usually filled with. Not sponsored, by the way, but like, I don't know, it tends to be that I get to, what do you mean? It's not a VTuber stream without trying to sell some sketchy beverage. What is your favorite flavor? Right now I'm going through the zero sugar monsters. Those are one of my favorites. I would say either the white monster or the strawberry field of dream. I would say the strawberry dreams is probably the best. Wow, your channel's growing faster. Yes, it is, Abed. Yes, it is. But yeah, no, surprisingly, I don't have a sponsorship with them, with Gamer Subs or anything like that. Mainly because I don't want to. Did you do the thing? I did say on stream yesterday, I was waiting to see if I could get the clip from that to do a short, but yes, it's close to the 4.5 hour mark. How the fuck did that? How? There was no wall there. There was no wall there for me to fire the missile, get back blasted. I guess, Viper, I'm blaming you for this. I'm blaming this on you. Bad RNG. The sad part is, Died Quartz had that happen to him as well, or them as well, so... that is the thing that happens during speedruns, but, like, that sucks. And technically, I was supposed to menu in order to get the Ion, kit, but we'll do it without it. That is embarrassing. Also, Karumba, you're going crazy with those likes. 21,000 likes over on TikTok is insane. Thank you. Yeah, no, this has been... Nope, I was not close enough. And I don't think I'd want to try that on this particular scene. Because if I'm not even getting that close, then... Haha, it was a funny number. I'm not going to say what number it was, but... I guarantee it wasn't that latest meme number. What? No, you're not supposed to be in this elevator. You are not supposed to be in this damn elevator. What is up with the RNG in this damn... They were not supposed to be in the damn elevator. I mean, technically that would make sense for them to just walk back and do the logical thing, but that... What the hell? Did somebody not motivate you to get out of the elevator? Like, what the hell? They did the logical thing, stay in the elevator and surround the pilot. Does your voice break when it goes that high pitch? It does. Sometimes, yes, it does. Yeah, sometimes my voice does break and it's unfortunate, but whatever. That's just the unfortunate reality of my voice. My voice isn't perfect. My voice is strange, so I will say that my voice isn't. I'm starting to wonder if my voice. I think you sound great, personally. You sounded better without the high pitch Tootsie stuff. What? Also, by the way, you made me miss that. What the? I swear to God, Abed, you say the damnedest things, and you just say the damnedest things every time you come into the chat. Can you just be chilled for like 5 fucking seconds? I swear to fuck, you come into this chat. You come into chat saying the damnedest things, trying to either demand something of me or try to change how I am as a person. And I'm just sick the fuck tired of it. Like, this is why you got banned the first time, and I'm trying my hardest not to do it again. But I'm so damn close with your... I have had it up to here with your bullshit. Lol, okay. That's enough of that nonsense. Don't hold back if he's being... Oh no, he did get banned. That's... We've dealt with that for multiple streams. I thought we were done down here. Oh, okay. Well, I thought you of all people were done. Hey now, you have a beautiful voice. Don't talk bad about it. Oh, thank you. I am so done with that. Agree with Lux. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Fuses. All right, we good to go? What? Oh, we were waiting for gates. Okay, set your boundaries. Hell yeah. And again, I don't like to do that. I don't like to do that. It's just something we've been... I tried to be nice. I tried to unban him for a little bit because he was just like, hey, that... like, I'll behave, I'll be better, and then he didn't, and I'm just finally sick the fuck of it, so... Although, I have to say, be careful, too. Also, can't see that notification at the moment. Give me 1 second. Yarki, welcome in on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. What were you going to say about that, Fuses? I do apologize. Heavy arms on TikTok. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if you're in chat currently, but I noticed there have been a couple of follows on TikTok as well. I just saw that one. So, by the way, forgot to comment, but the videos have been posting have been very nice. Keep it up. Well, thank you. Your thumbnails are really nice. Oh, thank you. Some of them have been interesting, especially with like the VR one. I try to keep it close to the original one. I try to keep it close to the original one, so that way I can drive a little bit more traffic to them, to the original coaster. But we'll see how that goes. Although with the VR one, there we go. What? Oh, the scorch was still, going. Well, rip. Well, that's rip. Haven't died to this in a while. That's a new one. They're just a bit mid. Need more work. Anything in particular there, Ice Bear? Because again, I don't mind feedback. I'm just like, it's like I don't know what I don't know, if that makes sense. All right, go ahead, send it. Send that. Oh no, somehow Viper returned. Stop beating on my boy. Stop doing it. Viper's gonna pay now. I mean, why not copy of it and make your own stuff? I mean, for the thumbnails, for like reaction videos, I saw that was what was done by other VTubers, so I'm not entirely sure like what I don't know. I'm more copying the formula that I've seen other VTubers do, and then go from there. I mean, shit. I'm basically just trying to. I'll be real. I'm just trying to figure out what others are doing and try to adapt it to my own style as best I can. If you want an accurate reason as to why I do some of the stuff that I do, it's more because I see other people doing stuff and I go, okay, I can do that, adapt it to my style. Try to see if I can do it better. I think the video thumbnails look cool on IDK. Everyone can always do better, but yeah, you're on a good path. If you don't mind, there's videos that have off audio levels. Others will be loud, but you're quiet. And then there's some where the loud video, but you're quiet. And then the video is quiet and all I can hear is you. I've been having some trouble with the audio levels between the two. So what exactly is that orb? That orb is the orb of power that will bend space and time. Pretty much. And they call it the arc. So essentially, this orb can also power what is essentially a Death Star, but it's a more logical one because then it can bend space and time and get a beam directly to a different planet, and it makes big boom. Who up pondering the orb? Oh, that was Crimson Wings over on TikTok. Yeah. Not super common, but otherwise I enjoy stuff. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, like, even with, like, the shorts, for example, I had seen others do that style of content, and then I said, okay, well, I can do that. Like, I can do those sorts of shorts, but I can also add my own style to it, which makes it a lot different. Like, I am reporting on the same stuff they are, but it's also more the fact that I add my own style to it, which is either more pointy in towards the company or my own style of humor. It's not that I'm trying to copy them directly. It's more that I'm just, like, I'm interested in doing that sort of content, but it's my own style, my own way. Again, I'm not necessarily trying to invent new stuff. I'm just trying to do it better than what's currently on the market and respect that. Like, respect the people who originally made that content or originally did that style of content in the first place. If that makes any sort of sense. I know the reaction video side of things is probably not the best for the moment, but that's at least why I try to, like, add, like, an actual reaction to it and actually try to point back to the creator as much as possible. Because I at least want to react to the video and give it good faith effort, which is why I've been like, I don't want to sit there and, like, if I'm to do a reaction to the Black Knight video, for example, I don't want to just sit there and watch the video. I want to actually give commentary, and I'm scared to take that on because it's already like an hour and a half. I'm going to be sitting there for like 2-3 hours reacting to it. Like, if you're wondering why I haven't done that video yet, it's because I reacted to VR content, like a MechWarrior VR video. It was like 5 minutes. It ended up being like 10 minutes. So it's like, yes, I am trying to create content off of that. Like, I'm actually trying to be a good faith reaction on that front. And I've already had some comments about that. And it's just like, no, I'm trying to be a good faith. Like, when it comes to the video side of things, it's like, I'm trying to be good faith. And as for the audio, I do understand that. And I will definitely work on that as well. Rain, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? I might not always do the best, but, ooh. That spike. That was fun. Wonder what that was all about. I might not always do the best work when it comes to content creation, but I will always try to... I always try my hardest to... I will always try my best, and I will always try to do right by my fellow content creators when I make any sort of content like that. Like, for example, I haven't done the music video yet for I haven't done the cover yet for Alpha Strike Meltdown because I reached out to them today in their comments trying to say, hey, I want to do reaction. I'm still waiting for their go ahead on that. It's like, again, I want to do right by everybody. And I sincerely hope that I am doing right by everyone as I'm trying to navigate this side of things. And this run is probably not going to be that great, but we'll see. Bumblebee, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Yeah, this is gonna be an hour and 40 minutes. We're at an hour and 40 already. This is gonna be fun. All right, BT. I'm really hoping that this next section goes well. Otherwise, we're gonna have a 150 run. How many times have you played this? Let's see here. I think it would be better to try to answer that question in terms of how many runs have I had. So I do 2 runs of this every single time that I stream. So probably at least, we've done this for like a couple of weeks now, so I've probably beaten this like 30 times. Probably, I would say probably like at least 30, 40 times would be a decent answer. Mashiva, welcome in on YouTube. How are we doing today? Oh, thank you. Thank you for opening the door there, Tone Titan. You probably blocked my checkpoint, which is probably not. So yeah, I would say at least 40 times. That's like on stream, by the way. That's not even accounting for like the amount of times I've played this like off stream and like just casual runs. So if we're counting those, probably closer to like 50, 60. It is a really good game and I will always love it. I will always love this game very, very much. However, I will put a caveat to that. I will never play Master for Speedrun ever again. Ever again. I swear. Whoa, the bullet dodging. Yes. That section is very stressful, by the way, because that's a minute or 2 setback. That's like, if you mess up that section and die, because of the Tone Titan, I would be going back at least a checkpoint or 2. At a bare minimum, I'm going back 2 or 3 checkpoints worth of sections, and it's rough. It's rough. All right, so we're about halfway to our core. Sloane's being a little greedy and trying to use her laser core. I don't like that. Now she's gonna spawn in some Reapers. But unfortunately her Reapers are not that great. I don't know why she chose Reapers. I would have chosen more Titans had I had them on hand. But, you know, sometimes maybe, maybe the IMC is not doing too great on that front. And we're just gonna... Do you have a speedrun goal in mind? I want to on stream or off stream get to 135, which is Rainierd's record at the current moment, or at least that's the person I'm kind of ghosting for speedrun record. There we go. Unfortunately, we're looking at 144 at the moment. So We're probably gonna get a 147 off this run. Unfortunately, this run was just very much flawed, and stuff happens. I think my current PB is like 140, but I could probably get it under. I could probably get it under. According to my live split, I could get a maximum of 136. Philip, our instant navigator over here, did say earlier that I could probably get a 131 if, like, for an offline stream. What's your best time? Like I said, 140. Like I said, around 140. Yeah. But again, we set that live, which me trying to stream this and then trying to get PB is very tough, because you're trying to not only focus on the game, you're also trying to entertain the audience, read the chat, and make sure that like any moderation that needs to happen also happens. So it's a little stressful sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this. But like these, but if I was to go and do a run like off stream, like if I was to do this off stream, I could probably get a 140 pretty easily. Because again, I'm just solely focused on the game. Not the, Philip says 138.52. Wait, really? Is that the best time currently? Hello, Studio Networking. How are we doing today? I don't remember that. I thought it was still like 140 or something. I've forgotten. But yeah, like I am capable of it. It's just the fact that a lot of these runs can be a little multitasking and whatnot. Cost me multiple minutes sometimes, and it can be a little bit of a mess. What language are you playing in? This one's currently Mandarin Chinese. Yep, I was right. 147.32 for that run. All right, let's see if we can fix TikTok over here, or not TikTok, YouTube. Okay, so properties, 5 split. Window capture, window, live split, done. You know, show up, or are you just gonna, okay. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Yep, it's there. 147. We're just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do that, so that way my expression is happy and cheerful, and yeah. Oh, sub 140, nice. Yeah, so this one's a little messy, but let's go again. Fuck it, we go again. I mean, to be fair, I've done so many runs and so many streams at this point that I have probably said and seen shit that I don't like. I gotta be real. I don't necessarily remember a lot of the runs. I have the muscle memory. But I got nothing else. Yes, that feels right. That feels wonderful. It feels like a Titan that I very, very, very much want. I mean, I think I'm picking up the pace, what with a little bit of slide hopping here and there. I don't think I'm going all that much faster doing this, but technically you're supposed to do that in order to technically you're supposed to do that sort of like slide hop air strafe in order to get a little bit faster. It doesn't always work for me, but again, I'm probably doing it a little bit wrong. So I wonder if there is a specific point where... Is there a specific trigger to get that to work? Because I've had it sometimes to where it won't work properly. When I say it won't work properly, it won't load the gun when I get there. Skimming through the PB VOD when I have 3 moments, compare individual portions. I really need to have another look at that. Yeah. I'm just kind of curious to see what other pilots did for some of the routing, especially at BT 7274. And maybe like the pilot's gauntlet. For example, I got 105. Shoot, that is slow for... That is like several seconds slower for that. Philip is the go-to manager of Titanfall 2 speedruns. Yes, he is. Crimson Wings, welcome back in on TikTok. How we doing? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Come on, let me call up the Titan, please. Yeah, I definitely need to see some certain sections of Grainer's run. I'm good. Come a hand from thumb to palm from work, and I think I may have pulled muscle. So, I would definitely be filing workers' comp if you can. Please understand that is the American thoughts roaming through my head, and you may not necessarily have that. And this is the American. I am an American disclaimer, and I may be dumb or ignorant if you happen to live in another country. Because again, I realize this is on the worldwide internet, which means that sometimes that doesn't happen to apply to other places in that particular way. And the reason I say that like that is because I apologize for being American. I apologize for the fact that I am and got a really bad spawn RNG. Again, not political, but I think you can kind of I'm not going to solve the equation for you, but I think the math is mathing here as to why I said that. And we'll just kind of we'll not touch that with a 20-foot pole. Is a sad day when I'm it's a sad day when it is an absolute sad day when you just get absolutely bombarded over enemy territory that you thought you were just about to easily stomp, isn't it there? Jack Cooper, can we get out of here, please? Lol. Yeah, no. I got, what can I say? I just had to put that... I just had to put a little bit of a disclaimer there. You only get, like, one chance to really get that, get them good slide hops in this particular area. Otherwise, you just kind of get flubbernucked. Also, I thought it was... Last time it played a little bit more of that cutscene. Yeah, it played a little bit more of the cutscene, to the point where, Captain Lastimosa pulled me over into the corner and then, proceeded to inject me with some medicine. But this time, it just immediately got me in after the Tone Titan. Got me moving after the Tone Titan dropped in. Which is nice because I don't like watching that cutscene. Like, it's a good cutscene, don't get me wrong. I just... Once you've seen it, like, 40, 50 times, like I have, it's like, I think we can get started here. I need to get in and practice routing, skips, especially sludge skip for some reason, because I messed it up like 2 or 3 times last run, resulting in a 147 run. No, do not. Embrace rock. Do not. Embrace rock. Not grok, rock. Reject rock. Embrace rock. Yes, I know the double jump is offline. No, I don't speak Chinese, but I'm pretty sure that's what... I'm pretty sure that's what it said. No, thank you. Alright, well, we had a little bit of unfortunate mess with that, but... What the hell was that? I just jumped like it was a trampoline. I just got yeeted by something. Also, the sad part is you'd look at a tool-assisted run for this and just kind of go... I think the tool-assisted runs for like, what, 18, like 20 minutes for this run. Duracell powered jump. I was going to say more like the Energizer Bunny. But yeah, no. And no, we're not sponsored by them. I'm not putting up with an Energizer Bunny. Look, I'm sorry. I'm already... Oh, well, this is embarrassing. No, stop. Please. I already have to deal with Energized me. I don't want to deal with some damn bunny. I'm sorry, I don't trust the Energizer Bunny. I don't trust the Energizer Bunny. He gives me very much Five Nights at Freddy's vibes. Like, I'm sorry. I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised at some point if we figure out the Energizer Bunny has a dark and twisted history, just like our dear old Freddy Fazbear group. The Inner Bunny seems like a chill dude. I don't know. I think it that might just be the performances you see on screen, but much like, say, Chica, or I wouldn't say Chica. Chica's like, Chica can do no wrong. I was gonna say more like the Golden Bunny. I forget. Springtrap. Well, I don't know if it's Springtrap necessarily. I was gonna say Springtrap, but like, it's not really a bunny. I don't know. I forget. It was the one from the Fredbear location in the 4th game. If anyone knows the hell I'm talking about, like, that is Springtrap. It's just it was a while ago, so I think he went by a different name. It's not Fredbear. I don't know. I want to say it's like Golden Bonnie or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, I would assume the Jazza Bunny has some sort of dark history, right? Or could have some. Golden Bunny is named Springtrap. Okay. I didn't want to, I don't know why. My brain was just like, I don't think that's right, and I'm not just gonna say that, and then... Like, I keep up with the lore. I have not played the games all that much, because I tried getting past, like, Night 5, and I just... no, wasn't for me. Like, I even tried it on stream, and that was some garbage. At least for me. You know, it's like, there are some content creators that can absolutely do it, and I've seen some of them, like the Bones 5 and Astral Spiff, and I guess the what was it? The I forget his name off the top of my head. Anyways, but the Inner Jazza Bunny gives me early 2000s nostalgia. Oh yeah, a little bit, but that's what kind of adds to like the horror aspect of it. Like, if you notice, a lot of the early nostalgia kind of gives you, or at least to me, kind of gives me that Backrooms or kind of like analog horror style vibes. Or that's kind of what I associate with it anyways. I don't know. I could go on about the Backrooms for a long time. It is a kind of obscure fascination that I have, because it makes no sense in line with almost everything else that I look at, but at the same time, it's like, I am utterly fascinated by it. Time period has a really weird vibe. Yes, it does. Like, hell, you walk into a fucking Taco Bell and it's completely different than what it looks like now. Like it has that 70s aesthetic, Baja Blast looking style, and it looks nothing like it does now. I'm just like, why? Why, Taco Bell? I'm gonna call you out on that. No, like, how you be having restaurants that look like a millennial midlife crisis? It just looked beige and kind of sad. It looks like an office. I'm just like, at least here in America. Like, over in other countries, I don't think that's necessarily the case, but over here, stateside, it looks like an absolute mess. He dodged. He's got them reflexes, but you're not gonna be able to dodge that. Okay, he didn't dodge that, but he didn't die from that either, so. Like, I'm sorry, I remember going into some of those Taco Bells back in that day. Okay, I guess I get to use this now. Back in my day, we had the Taco Bell and KFC mix, right? I was lucky to grow up in a place with those. We didn't have the Magical 3, right? I would have loved to have had the Magical 3, but we had KFC and Taco Bell together, right? And it was great. It was wonderful. There was a few times where we went to that place, really solid. It was so weird that you could get Taco Bell and a bit of KFC, like, mix on the side. Those are some crazy times. Unfortunately, the place got shut down because of that health code violation. What can we say? Classic. We had the Kentucky Bell. I don't think that's officially what those two combination restaurants are called, but you know what? We're going with that because we did not have the Kentucky. What would it be like? Kentucky Bell Hut or whatever. The golden three put together would have been. Get up there, please. Oh my God, get your butt up there, Cooper. I swear I will toss you myself. I will toss you myself, pilot. I just got back with food. We talking about food? Yes, we were talking about food, and then I was telling Cooper to get his ass up the tower before I chucked him. And trust me, I could do it. I could lift his 100 and... No, I think it was like 80 something, 89 kilogram. Ass up there and get on with this damn speed run. Okay, please do not fall down the tower. That's perfectly fine. We were talking about the Kentucky. We were talking about the KFC and Taco Bell combination restaurants because that was the one that was in my town when we grew up. Kentucky Fried Taco. Kentucky Fried Taco. That is crazy. But you know what? I get it. Yeah, like a... You know, like a soft taco with like a chicken thigh in the middle. That sounds really good. But I think we already have that. It's called the quesadilla. Which, by the way, Taco Bell, what's up with your quesadillas? No, I'm sorry. Why the... Do I buy a chicken quesadilla and that thing is flatter? Why is that thing flatter than like chibi? I'm sorry. Chibi's catching strays today. I'm sorry. That thing is flatter than a pancake. I'm just like, how you have the gall to be out here and be like, we're gonna sell a $7 quesadilla that's flatter than a pancake. Lando, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? I'm sorry. It's just like, no, you must be crazy. Also, there's like little bits of cheese. Little bits of cheese and chicken for $7. I'm sorry. That I'm gonna need you to rethink your entire strategy. I'm gonna need you to rethink everything on that one, because no. While we're on the topic of Taco Bell, anyways, just got a Taco Bell that opened near my work along with the new chicken fillet. Nice. I miss when they had like the I think it was like the volcano. I think it was like the volcano like burritos or whatever. Yeah, the quesadillas are overpriced, but their burritos are pretty cheap. They got rid of, at least up here, they got rid of the double beef burritos, which were like $2. And it's like, I don't mind paying more for a quesadilla, but if it's flat and basically has nothing in it, and you're charging like $7 for it, you can get right the hell out of here with that. Because for $7, I can go to the store, get some I can get Mission tortillas. I can get a whole ass rotisserie chicken. And then just start mass producing those things. It might cost me a little bit more than $7. But by the time you get a drink and by the time you get this and that, because you're not just going to get one thing, you're going to get multiple things. By the time I check out there, I'm already going to be spending like $14. So by that point, I might as well get the cheese, the sour cream, the Mission tortillas that you're probably going to use for it, the rotisserie chicken, so that way I can at least have the skin off of it as well, and then the bones for like broth. And it's probably going to cost me about $14 as well. We were supposed to get the hot Cheetos Concharo, but they canceled it. That sucks. Brother Quentin, thank you for the likes on TikTok as well. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, it's just like, I just... By the time you get out of there, yeah, you're going to be spending about $14. Even at the store. It is crazy. I don't know what sauce they use, but I think it's fairly common. You can get their sauce at the store. Like the Taco Bell sauce. And by the way, it's basically 98% water. Why do you think they hand out their sauce like it's almost nothing? Like, and I'm pretty sure you can look up the recipe as well. So like, and I just, at the end of the day, who cares? Just use your own sauce. It's probably going to be better than the Taco Bell sauce. Like, I'm pretty sure, at least for the, one of the menu items, I think it's like that star-shaped, the star-shaped one, or like the, I'm sure one of the items I've already seen a recipe for, and it's all very simple food, and it's like they're overcharging people for it. It's like, it's supposed to be cheap food. They have forgotten their place. You have forgotten your place, Titan. It's being melted at my feet. And by I'll be playing Fallout 4 because I love Assaultrons. Trust me. Fair enough, BT. But what was I gonna say? You know what's funny is there are other robots in Fallout New Vegas, some of which can be pretty scandalous. There, Brother Quentin, but I like eating most of my food like medieval European. No sauce at all. You'd fit right well with the UK then, because they tend to not use any sauces on their food whatsoever. Which, on a side note, that means their bread probably has to be really damn good. Because if you're putting nothing on your bread, then I pray that thing... I pray that I hear a knock when I go to test the bread, because if I don't, I'm not eating that. Oh, off topic, I went to Hero Forge and made Isaac said, oh, off topic, I went to Hero Forge and made your model. Had to use some kit bashing, but if I can link it if anyone wants to check it and see how accurate it is. You can post that in the community. You can post that in the community tab, yeah. Should be able to post it. I might not be able to see it because, you know, the community tab is awful about that. But you're welcome to try to post it there. I'll try to see if I can find it, and then we can try to have a look at it. Or you can post it in your community tab, so that way at least I might be able to see it. Because a lot of other people are able to see stuff in the community tab. For some reason, when people post stuff there, it doesn't always work. Actually, most of the time it doesn't. I'm an Asian. I have a seafood diet, so I can't complain. I mean, Fuses, I have no complaints about Asian food. Matter of fact, y'all's food is like really good. So no complaints there whatsoever. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna say this. Any food that isn't American is actually like really good. I'm just gonna say that. And it might be, oh, the Americanized version of it, but I'm just so tired of seeing a lot of the common foods that we eat so often. Like, it's nice going somewhere else and being like, oh, this is something different for once. I still think it's weird that your community tab doesn't work for some reason for posting stuff to YouTube. All right, Sarah, I don't have a community. I thought it'd be cool to do. You should have access to the community tab, but I'll have a look real quick. Let's see. Channel. Yes, BT, we should be fine, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Visit community. See if it worked. It sure fucking didn't. I'm not seeing shit. God, why? Oh, nope, that was one from the other day. Looks cute, nice. I'm a southerner, I hunt my dinner. Fair enough. I can see it on the community tab. Why can't I see shit? Okay. I'll have a look at it after this run. I'll try and like log in with like I'll try and go on like a private tab or something, see if I can just like because there's some reason I can't see my own I can't see my own. Are you viewing top or newest? I looked at, it wasn't my post. I switched to newest, and then the only thing I saw was the latest, which was either the deployment schedule or the post that I made about the it was about somebody wanting a giant exosuit, or like Exo 100 for Helldivers. It was basically like a mech for Helldivers. But yeah, we'll have another look in a second. Matter of fact, I might be able to sneak a look. My channel, view community, newest. Yeah, all I see is the deployment schedule. So I guess I'll have to go into a private tab later on and try to see. It's weird. You'll get it. It'll get to you eventually, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try like looking at my channel in a private tab and then try to see if I'm not logged in. Maybe it'll show me everybody else's posts, because, you know, apparently the fucking VTuber or the YouTuber is not allowed to see people's posts. Because what's the best community? A divided community, apparently, according to YouTube. Thank you so much, YouTube. I'm mostly joking, I think. I don't know. Maybe. Should be good. Okay. Also, thank you for the 34,000 likes on TikTok. That is crazy. Also, a hot Cheetos crunch Aritos sounds amazing. Yeah, I think I saw that a while back for Taco Bell, but I was just like, stopped hearing things about it, and then now I'm figuring out it's canceled. That kind of sucks. I know I was going back to an earlier topic, but sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, ooh, maybe there's a little bit more that I could say off of that. But yes, I do want to find that. So is it like a 3D model of it or something like that? That particular file on Hero Forge? Because that sounds really cool. What the hell just happened? I don't know, it moved. Like that particular wall moved for a second. Like it moved slightly and I just kind of fell off for a second. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but like I just saw it move and I had to course correct it like quickly. I don't know if that was just me or if that was the game or what. Like I saw something and I just had to course correct real quick. Because it looked like the entire thing moved, but I could have just I could have just saw something like split second and it just wasn't actually there. Hero Forge, the D&D figurine maker. So y'all will be able to 3D print figurines. That is so cool. Yeah, that's one that's not a sponsored stream. Yes, that is correct. It's pretty cool. I use it a lot. I am actually so stoked that y'all would even go to the effort like of trying to create merch that early. Like y'all would want that so bad that you just would do that. That is so cool. Thank you. I made my paladin there too. I'm thinking of creating a monk class on there too. That is so cool. Yeah, Hero Forge allows you to throw together a 3D model of a character from a bunch of stuff from fancier sci-fi. You can pay them to print it, ship it to you, or you can just buy the STL file. Well, I used a lot of kit bashing for it to be accurate, so I thought it might not be printable. More think of it like a concept, or just something somebody thought would be cool. I don't know if I'd want to sell that just yet. Like, again, but I would definitely like that to be available for people to be able to use. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. We're like Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself energy over here. Exactly. Exactly. I love the energy. Because it's like, the first thing I've wanted to do is like the plushy side of things, which again is going to be like a long time from now. I mean, I don't know how they do their licensing side with caution. I mean, here's the thing though, it's like that. It's like I wouldn't want to necessarily get into a tangle with them, but it's like I just want my pilots to be able to have that figurine if they would like that. A friend of mine printed me a Jaeger mech, favorite mech. So cool to be able to have a small scale manufacturer parts nowadays. Mech mommy is crazy though. She's a mech auntie. Yes, I am definitely a mech auntie. Big Snow, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? She's on auntie. She's more of, I'm not going to complete it. No, we're going with mech auntie fuses. I'm putting my foot down. I would rather be called an auntie than any of those two things. We're not going for cougar. We're not going for mommy. It's that we're just going for auntie. If I have to be called auntie, that is 100% fine. Gulp. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna call it how it is. Like we're not going for either of those extremes. We're just gonna skip. We're just gonna go straight with auntie on that one. All right. Grab that, grab this, and we're good to go. Exactly my point. Subject complete. I mean, I appreciate you not wanting to finish that fuses, but I will. I am crazy enough to say it. Unauthorized package. Oops. No, you're fine. You're fine, Seraphel. You didn't know, and I hadn't said anything. You're not in trouble. I hadn't necessarily said, and that's on me. Alright, so let's see what we can do for this run. Let's see if we can finish up this run and do it decently. I know that some of these, I know some of the points in this run has been pretty interesting, but I want to see if we can get a pretty decent time for this. Nope, sorry, not gonna happen. Not today. Not today. Also, I wanted to air something out to chat and see how this goes. I've wanted to experiment with VR for MechWarrior 5. The only issue is I'm not sure how to do that and also have chat at the same time. So I'm kind of reaching out for intel to see. I know there are some programs to try to get chat into VR. Is there any decent programs that you know of to try to get, trying to reach out and see if there's any intel that anybody has on that to try to get chat into VR. I think if we did it through like I think like Ninja Blender or whatever, and then try to pipe that into the VR headset, that could work, but I'm not entirely sure. MechWarrior 5 in VR would be crazy. Jealous. So the video I looked at today, like reacted to, it showed a fully functional VR mod. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. I think it only works for the vanilla mechs. Otherwise, it kind of breaks down a little bit, but I could do it. It's just more the fact, like, how the do you stream it? Like, because, again, trying to stream and have chat and whatnot would be a little bit of an issue. But as far as I know, trying to get VR to work, at least for viewers, I think you have to like have a 3060, and I think the last time I checked, I think the required amount of RAM was 12 gigabytes. Don't quote me on the RAM bits. I'm not entirely sure. And I think it's DDR4, not DDR5 RAM. Doesn't really make a difference in that particular case, because I don't know if it makes that much difference in this particular case. Just the fact that you have enough RAM to try to run the VR headset with MechWarrior 5. Obviously, I wouldn't try to run any intensive mods with it, but it's a little bit outside of what I've been trying to do. But it should at least be doable, at least for most people. Should be doable for some anyways. Usually the requirements for VR are a little bit higher though, so apologies on that one. But I think it would be cool to try to do VR. Also, Isaac with the question mark, just it happens. It happens, unfortunately. Some people that sort of stuff happens, especially when you have VTubers. Just in general, when it comes to VTubers, you have that sort of stuff happen. It's crazy. It's messy. It can happen. Alright, let's see if we can get outside. Please do not punch me, Titan. I would prefer not to be sent to the Titan space program. Yeah, no. Not something we looking for today. But yeah, I'm just trying to, like, air out that idea and all that because it would be fun. But I don't know how that works with a lot of the other mods I use, because I use, like, yet another mech lab, and I also use, like, in a lot of environmental overhaul mods, so, and also the coyote missions as well, so I'm not sure how that would all work with that compatibility-wise, but it would be fun. Like, definitely VR MechWarrior 5 would be totally cool. All right, BT, I got the scan. I hope it was worth it, because that time device is, well, I think it's missing, I think it's had more than 1.8 gigawatts just pumped through that thing. And as fast as I can go, I don't think I can go 68 miles per hour. So, unless you plan to pipe me up with a, pipe me up through a giant clock, I don't think we're going back in time again. So, we best hope that that data is good for the Ark. I don't know what intel they were really hoping to get from the Ark anyways, because it's like, yes, it's a big and dangerous weapon. Doggone it. I mean, I don't really know what information they were hoping to get from it. It's like, yes, it's a big, scary orb. Yes, it powers their weapon. Like, if they knew about it, why not just be like, maybe we should sabotage this fucking thing, so that way they don't just use it. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Alright, well, I didn't make it. We're gonna go with the backup shot this time. It's not as quick, but it does work when all else fails. Because for some reason, I'm not quite fast enough here. Yes, I'm gonna go with it's gonna need repairs, and don't worry, I am fully qualified to make that work. Just give me a couple of minutes to Google a technician manual or something. Just easy day, we'll make it work. Inside, I'm just internally screaming, going, how the fuck am I gonna fix this? Because 90% of an IT's like first couple of years is just going, we can fix that. How the fuck do we fix that again? Oh, well, we'll just go to Google and try to reboot real quick. As an IT, you better have those words stapled onto your forehead. Get a tattoo of it. Is the words that you will be living by for the entirety of your career. Because you'd be surprised how many times that fixes Windows errors. Or I should say, Copilot 365, because that's now what it's called, by the way. Microsoft changed it. And it's going to a subscription-based system soon. Which means I might be reinstalling Windows 10 here very, very shortly. It's not something I want to fucking do, but, you know. I am not paying for a damn subscription to Windows. That's not happening. Andy J. Hopkins, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? At least that's what I'm hearing. I need to verify that intel, but yep, it's yeah, Windows is apparently heading in that direction. I'm just like, no, please, no. Yes, they got tired of people getting $3 codes to get Windows up and running. Not only that, a lot of people just didn't activate Windows. You can just run your Windows computer without a lot of the options. Okay, well, apparently I'm unfocused. Well, I'm guessing I'm saving up for the. Guess I'll be saving up for the GameCube. So here's the thing: you can switch back to Windows 10, which doesn't have a lot of that same bloatware. If you have a Windows machine right now, just back up your files. I think you can even do a system restore back to Windows 10. It depends upon the version, I think, but you can do a system restore. But if you, in the event that you can't, you can back up your drive by cloning it. That's if you have another drive, to be fair. That or just save off your important files to another drive and then just grab a copy of Windows 10, whichever one you can find. I didn't say shit, by the way. Just try to find a very, very cheap copy. Very cheap key. I'm messing up on all these jumps. That's my bad. Find a very cheap key somewhere. Loaded, I hear, is pretty good. Can't say I've gotten a Windows key off of there, but I hear it's good for trying to get cheap copies of Windows 10. Whatever you do not buy a key from Windows or from Microsoft, because they will charge you like $100 for it. You can get a key from other places much cheaper elsewhere. Get a legitimate key, but hey, don't get it directly from Microsoft. They will charge you a lot of money for it. You see what I'm putting down here? Like, I would just go back to like Windows 10, if at all possible. The GameCube is good, but it runs SteamOS, which is a Linux, basically a Linux distribution, with the OS on top of it. Yeah, again, I want you to get it legit. Wink, wink. Legit. But yeah, no. There's no reason you need to spend $120 or more on a copy of Windows or Copilot 365 nowadays, especially for the subscription-based stuff. And Yeah, no, it's a mess. The GameCube, again, it runs on a Linux distribution, which SteamOS is fine. It is. Its primarily its primary function is for gaming. However, you are welcome to, and they do encourage it, for you to run your own copy of whatever you want on it, as far as an operating system goes. Because you can swap the memory card out all day. So, no worries about that. Of course, we're all perfectly behaved, law-abiding citizens. Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, if that's your first option, the second option is to go completely for Linux, which, if you do that, I would recommend the Ubuntu distribution. But the SteamOS basically makes it more like a game console instead of the messy, like, I say messy. You don't have to interface with the messy terminal off the... Like, you don't have to mess with the Linux terminal. And you just primarily deal with your Steam library, which for a lot of gamers is perfectly fine. That's all they want. However, if you want anything more than that, say like mods or anything like that, you're basically praying to the Steam Workshop that they have it, and they don't always have it. So it's a bit of a gamble sometimes. Push come to shove, you can always try Wine, which is a which you'd have to be on Linux in order to access, but it basically tries to run Windows in a virtual machine. It's a little bit rough. I haven't had success with it, but it's an option. Never mind my nerdy ranting, but those are potential options you have, should that be true. But knowing Microsoft, they're probably doing that, and I'm not looking forward to that, because if that becomes the case, noted, it's all great information. Again, I just don't want to see Microsoft charge people hundreds of dollars per month. Again, it's per month. If you want to charge, like, again, if you want to charge $100 for a copy of Windows, I'm personally not going to pay it. I'm probably going to find a different place that's going to have it on sale, but again, that's my prerogative. But if you're going to charge a subscription for Windows and not actually provide much updates, matter of fact, the updates that they have provided are basically spyware as far as AI goes, I can't support that. I will not support that. I will go back to a different product. And I'm hoping that everyone else does too. Microsoft has really been at it, heading downhill since Windows XP. I would say Windows 8. I would say Windows 7 was... I would say Windows 7 was great, and then... I would say 8 had the micro... had the tiles, which were awful, and then 10 was barely operational with a lot of the sloth in the background, because there was no reason that a lot of the background services need to exist. Ubuntu that I mentioned was 500 megabytes. You can demo it off of a flash drive and it runs just fine. Windows to Go, which is a USB variant of Windows 11, is 4 gigabytes. It can run off a flash drive, but it takes considerable effort. Ubuntu runs flawlessly off of a USB thumb drive. Matter of fact, it's very happy to do so, even off of 2.0, because it doesn't matter. How did I not stick to the wall? Cooper, like, I thought the jump kit was supposed to be working today. Like, I guess the jump kit decided to take the day off. Have a nice vacation down in Hawaii. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, we serious with this? There we go. But yeah, no, I'm just like, how do you have? Oh no. Glue must have worn off your shoe. Yeah, I guess so. Hell yes. Okay. That was cool. Nice explosion jump. Yeah, got excited too early. Well, that second one kind of made up for it. For why? Why? Just grab onto the stupid thing. Cooper, I need you to start grabbing the pipes a little bit more, like you're at a strip club dancing for all the pretty ladies. Okay, I don't care. Like, you're not actually doing all that extra stuff, but like, just do it. Just grab it. Because now we're behind, and we're significantly behind because of this one particular section. That second one was real nice, though. Yes, it was. It was very nice. Unfortunately, oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll do it. There we go. We had a nice checkpoint. Everything is fine. Everything is fine when you're speed running the game. And I fell off because I crouch. I think I did a crouch jump. Not a crouch jump, wall kick. Crouch jump is Halo. It's not necessarily a speedrunning trick, but I mean, nope, no you don't, you're not bumming me off this thing. You're not bumming me off this ride. Give me the flame shield. Let me burn their sins from their carcass like a nice shot of Everclear. Here's a very obscure reference for those who might know that. There it is. And it is a very obscure reference to a page that I don't know if anyone might know, but there it is. If you know, you know. Where are the rest of these? Where's the rest of militia? Or IMC, excuse me. There we go. I was trying to reload my tone's 40mm. I know we don't really like the tone here, and to be fair, I don't much care for the tone either, but 40mm is very effective for the campaign. Oh, I don't know, BT. That was kind of rough. That was kind of rough, especially the jumps over at the dish. But you know what? We make do. I'm just waiting for the chat to like catch up, because I know YouTube has a bit of delay. Talking about that one thing that I said earlier. I'm waiting for people to start saying something about it. I mean, to be fair, it's probably not the most spiciest thing I've said, but like, or like the most interesting thing I've said, but it's like, it's kind of up there. I wasn't necessarily trying to bait a reaction, but like, sometimes I like to see, sometimes I say things and I like to see chat's reaction. That was not one of those times, but Norse Pagan Cajun, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? I'm like a very odd Sour Patch Candy. I'm sweet, I'm crazy, and sometimes I'm just a little chaotic. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure somebody else does. Oh, I was talking about earlier, when I was saying back at the radar dish when we were coming back, but it doesn't matter now. Joke's over. We've already moved way beyond that point. Like specifically when I was referring to Cooper grabbing hold of the antenna like it was some sort of stripper pole. Oh, yeah. Now you understand. Oh no, they're both sides of the map. They're both sides of the map. Unless the Brute Titan decided to come a little closer. Where's the Brute Titan? Hello? Hello? Oh, for fuck. Come on. That was like the worst RNG you could give me. Alright, whatever. Whatever. We're good. I don't need that. I was going like, is there something I don't know about Everclear? Nope, Everclear is Everclear. It's going to absolutely burn through you and make you reconsider your life choices. Cleanse you as if it was holy water. It's like holy water to a vampire. It really just doesn't go well for you. At least on the brighter side, you're not gonna be congested anymore. You're gonna be all cleared up for 2 weeks or more. And any regrets you had about life or bad next are going to be completely gone because you're just going to be wishing that you could forget the taste that's currently in your mouth more than anything else. So at least in that regard, you've kind of solved some of those issues. Yeah, you're certainly going to be clear as something once you're done. Yes, your soul. Your soul is going to be clear of your body like an injection pod from a mech. That's exactly what's going to happen there. What's your favorite alcoholic beverage? I don't drink all that often, but when I do, probably like Moscato for doing wine. Probably like maybe like a strawberry daiquiri. Yeah. I would say like I like fruity drinks. Like I'm just like people talk shit about fruity drinks. I'm just like especially like men drinking. I've heard a lot of women giving men shit about drinking fruity drinks. Like I think it's so stupid. It's like I don't care if you're drinking a fruity drink. I hope that you're having fun and that fruity drink has so much damn alcohol in it that you have a fun night. Like, drink responsibly, but fucking get it. Like, I'm just not a bad choice. I'm partial to a Moscow Mule myself. Love a little citrus in my drinky drink. Amen to that. Like, here's my thing. Drink responsibly, drink of age, right? For your country, your state, whatever. But like, and especially if your drink is fruity, make sure that it has enough alcohol to do what you want it to do. Whether you're relaxing, whether you're trying to get drunk, whether you're trying to forget your maiden name, I don't care what it is. Just make sure you're having fun with it. Yeah, fruity drinks get too much hate. Life's not too short not to get what you want out of it. And it's so weird too, because it's like, if your drink's fruity, then you're obviously going to drink more. I'm just like, if a man's drinking a fruity drink, then like, I'm just like, cool, like, get it. Because 10 to 1, he's probably a little fruity, and like 10 to 1, he's probably a little fruity himself, and we all like that here. So it's like, I get it. Whether that be like femboy or otherwise, like, you know, we all like that here. I missed. I think the tunnel's open, but I think the tunnel might be open. I missed with that shot. Nice. I didn't miss with that one. Get out of... Commander, I swear to God. Ma'am, get behind me. Okay, the tunnel is not open. Maybe this one. I think it's a Tone Titan, maybe that'll have the trigger. I'm not sure. Okay, now it's open. I'm not sure. Yeah, Philip and I have been thinking there's like specific mechs you need to kill, or Titans, whatever you want to call them. They need to kill in order for it to transition. What difficulty are you on? Captain Tank says. We are on easy for this particular speed run. Because master speed runs are just painful, very, very painful. I like White Russian. Pieces says that. Wait, not gonna lie, that sounds pretty tasty. Like, it sounds good. I just as long as I can't taste the alcohol necessarily, it's a good time for me. Some of those drinks I probably wouldn't like in that particular case, but what can I say? The taste of alcohol just doesn't bode well with me. Oh, I heard Titans drop. I didn't hear them over here, so I guess we're good. Question mark. She says, hoping that there's not much there. I don't remember what's in a White Russian, but I do remember it goes in a Kool-Aid mudslide. It's delicious. Oh, that's good to hear. I don't see any Titans over here, so we should be set. I tried Master. It's pretty easy when you get used to it. For a speed run, at the very least, I had one speed run that went really good, and then I had a second attempt that just went completely sideways. We didn't get the brute loadout, which basically killed the run because I would have had to have fought Ash, and then that would have been kind of awful. We usually do dome skip. Or Ash skip, excuse me, for this run. And then we had a third run that went pretty well, but still only like, I think I ended up getting like 2 hours and like 30 minutes, something like that. Oh, she's tiny. Yeah, sometimes I become tiny when I'm not looking directly at the camera, or I'm like turned away from the camera. It's a little weird. I'm not entirely sure what caused that, but yeah, sometimes that happens. Like, whenever I, like, turn my head or, like, move a little bit, it'll, like, with this particular model, it'll just go tiny. I'm not entirely sure why. Fuck yeah, North Star. Especially that one, because it loves to just body block or try to pop me with a round. We don't like that here. We don't like that whatsoever. And there goes Viper. See you next mission there, Viper. Actually, no, Viper's in there. I don't know what the other North Star was then. Yeah, Viper's right there. What's your favorite Titan? Scorch, for sure. I used to be the Ion, but I got really addicted to the Scorch, and then, yeah. I love setting things on fire. Holy cannoli, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Oops. Okay, we usually menu out for that one, so that way we can get back in and we get the Ion kits early. Well, not early, but like instead of picking up during the arc, we usually just menu out here and then come back in. Matt's IRLS, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? Good luck. Well, thank you. I think we're already messed up for time, though. I'm pretty sure, but we'll definitely try. I get it. Hard to argue with a canister at their night. Nice. Mine's the Vanguard, not the Monarch, though. Vanguard, but not the Monarch. What do you mean by that, Captain? Look at the likes. Yes, it's up to 34,000 likes. Thank you. Simple as, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Okay, you know what? No, we are not fighting the archer. I was already embarrassed by that damn thing earlier. I went to fire it and that just... Well, you see, you're playing the Vanguard. I see what you mean. Yeah. You just don't like the Expedition kit, which is only a multiplayer. Fair enough, yeah. I see what you're trying to say there. All right, we're in position for the fastball. Hopefully Yeah, I'm just gonna go through normally. I'm not gonna try and jump onto the bridge, or not onto the bridge, into the hangar of the Malta over there.
BT，你确定吗？相信我。
I'm holding down the jump button. I don't think it works for this one. I don't think it is gonna super fastball me over there, but you never know. Could work, I suppose. The IMC recently tried to recreate the Vanguard but failed, so that's how the Monarch was made. That and the militias broke, so they only had a few Vanguard. I mean, yeah, I mean, the militia usually try and like capture equipment and whatnot in order to succeed in their battles. You don't expect the rebels to be a little well-funded. We definitely crafty, though. We are definitely a little crafty. Oh my, why? That is the second time that I've tried to connect to a wall, and it just refuses to connect. Yeah, they were to steal it, so they made their own. Alright, come on, let's go. There we go. Alright, where's your 5-star? There it is. That will be useful for later. Doggone it. Why'd you have to go and do that? Why'd you have to go and wake up all of the robots? Now I have to commit war crimes against the clankers. Even though we're not officially at war with the clankers yet. Not officially, anyways. Nope. Get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna take a Volt, and then I'm gonna take the L-Star over there to the hangar, and then we're gonna have some fun over there. Just do my job. Don't worry. Angel Noska, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Never gets boring, huh? I have to say, I would absolutely love to be a IRL pilot, at least for a Titan. After thinking about it for a while, I like the Ronin. I stuck with it, but at least it's the best. I would say it depends on what mode for me, because I'm good with the Ronin for like frontier defense for sure. But it's a different mode because once I start, especially with the Highlander kit, and just go from mech to mech, it's over. Like, I can chain the sword core for so long and then just absolutely mess up. Planes of Mech Warrior 5, my King Crab is scary, and I have you to thank for that. You're very welcome, Crimson Wings. Yeah, I'd probably swap out my life to be a part of a Mech Warrior Merc crew. A Mech Warrior Merc crew is definitely scary. Like, we romanticize it, but it's definitely. It would definitely be scary, especially depending on the type of mech that you got into, but like I definitely love the idea of piloting a mech, especially one I put together and was like, yeah, this is my build. I'm going to entrust my life to this machine, and we're gonna make it work. Signs up. Exactly. All right, he's a brand new locust. Yeah, we better be doing some infiltration missions with that one. Like, I don't even do that to the pilots that I hate. Which, to be fair, the only pilots, like, there are no pilots I really, like, hate, you know? Like, we're talking specifically, okay, we're gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's probably not gonna work, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I'm exiting stage left. Okay. I think Snake Splitter works. Yep, that definitely worked. Okay. Okay. All right, we're good to go. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot. I landed in a thermite pool. That could have been bad. Stacked Heap, you are in violation of the rules of engagement and shall be summarily banned over on Twitch. But that was to be expected. Everything done. Welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? Well, Viper has a daughter in Apex. I forgot her name. Yeah, because nobody cares about Apex Legends. I'm sorry. That Captain, that was not aimed towards you. That was aimed towards Apex Legends, and it killed Titanfall 3, and I will hold a grudge against it till the end of days. I'm really happy that that game is suffering. It took everything from us. It took Titanfall 3 away from us. And we may have diesel nights, but I'm still going to hold a grudge against Apex Legends with the absolute might of 1,000 suns. I don't mind. I don't even like Apex. Plus, I hate Apex. I just want Titanfall 3 already. They canceled it. I mean, we're getting diesel nights. Like, we're getting a lot of indie games, but we're never going to get Titanfall 3. Because a lot of the game AAA studios are so dumb, they can't even tell when we're screaming at them, we want Titanfall 3. We want Portal 3. I mean, hell, Gabe our dear Lord and Savior, Gabe might be listening to us and may give us Half-Life 3, but with the release of this Gabe Cube, but we'll see. We'll see on that one. They know they can't deliver that anymore. Skill issue. Exactly. It is a definite skill issue. It's been fun, but my boss is making us work tomorrow, so I need to head to bed. You have a fantastic night there, Crimson Wings. Hey, AI, make me Portal 3. Fuck no. Fuck no. No. Hell no. I prefer games and media that is made by human flesh and blood artists. I know it was a joke. I will not stand for AI making stuff having to do with games. Like, again, with like Expedition 33, and them getting disqualified for one of the indie awards. I don't care if you make like placeholder assets with AI and then remove them from the game afterwards as like temporary supports to make the game. I don't care. That's not going to be in the final product. That doesn't matter. But if you make a game primarily with AI, it's going to fall apart. We've already had several of those like that. I think Mind's Eye was a good example. I think. I could be wrong on that one, but it just... Anyway, well, EA is that problem. No, actually, it was Respawn. Respawn canceled it. And you want to know why? It's because the developer, whose name I forget off the top of my head, who recently passed away, unfortunately, went over to Battlefield 6, made that game, and then right afterwards, right after that dev's death, started using AI for Battlefield 6 in complete disrespect to his legacy. And I forget his name. I do apologize. I do apologize. I should know, but it's more important to say that they're absolutely disrespecting. At both companies, they're disrespecting their legacy. So, yeah, I'm just... you don't hate AI enough is basically what I'm trying to say here. Actually, EA has made some layoffs, which means those layoffs, Titanfall 3 is not launching. There was also layoffs. Oh, Captain, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about English. I have a tough time with English, but yet somehow I'm still here. But yeah, no, that is a completely valid point. Which I don't understand that. I really don't understand. Actually, no, I do. It's because they want to have maximum profits over anything else. And it's just like, this is why I bully a lot of these companies. Because it's just like, it's like you want to make this product and you want to make it good and you want to make billions of dollars. Like I'm looking at this from the perspective of, you want to make a lot of money, you want to actually make billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, make a good product, provide a good service. You want to make that money, you want to do that, you make a product, you make a good product. Stop lying to people about what they see in front of their faces. Because, yeah, you're going to make it today. Like, you're going to make your millions, perhaps billions. But you're not going to make that money over the long term. And you want to actually know what's a good example of both of those particular things? Disney. Disney made a good product back in the day during their Renaissance age with a lot of their films. Films that they still today cling to mercilessly to try in order to make money off of. And now they're using AI to try to recapture that, to infinitely create content off of. but they will never again capture the magic of those original core films that they would vault. They would vault because they didn't want to release it. Instead, they wanted it to go to theaters. So you had to pay for the tickets and whatnot. Most of those VHSs used to cost $200, and you could only get it like maybe once a year towards Christmas. Way back in the day. This was before I was even a thought, right? In somebody's mind. And now it's like, and now they've morphed into a company that can't even launch a product. But EA has also launched Titanfall when, yes, they did launch it during Call of Duty. They should have delayed by like 2 weeks. And they would have had a much better time with that. And I don't even know if they're actually, I haven't seen any ads for Titanfall 3. So that's... And if I haven't seen any Titanfall 3 ads, then they done something wrong. Like, I'm not saying it's not coming out. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, well, I haven't seen Titanfall 3 ads, then, you know, it's not coming. I might be living under a rock, but I might have completely missed something in the news. However, if I'm the last to hear about Titanfall releasing, something went completely backwards. Give my dog a bath. Oh, nice, Karimba. Some people say Apex is Titanfall 3. Blasphemy. Blasphemy at the highest order. Where's the Titans? Where are the Titans? Please show me the Titans. No, and they even have the gall to call themselves pilots. You've never even stepped foot in the cockpit if you've just played Apex Legends. It's not even gatekeeping. It's like, it's not even gatekeeping. It's like, have you been in the cockpit of a Titan? No. Then you're not a pilot. It's like, oh, well, the character has. God damn it. Whatever. It's like, oh, but I've never piloted a Titan in my life. Then you're not a pilot. I'm sorry, that it's just that simple. Well, people kept saying it will be an early 2026 release. I hope so. I genuinely hope so. I pray they shadow launch that shit, or just like, I hope that they just, I hope they launch it. I hope they start ads for it soon or something, but I sincerely doubt it. And again, I hope that I'm wrong. But I sincerely doubt they are gonna do shit. Because they wouldn't know how to make money if it smacked them upside the face. Other than skins. Well, I'm dead. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Gaming Legion, welcome in on TikTok. How are we doing today? And again, I want to make it clear. I'm upset at the company, not at anybody here in chat. If I'm coming off that way, I do apologize. I want Titanfall 3 just as much as everybody else, and I want to make it very clear the difference there. I don't know about all the characters, but I'm sure for one character, I know for sure one of the characters has been in mech before. Well, that's the thing, Karumba. The characters might have been in a mech, but none of the people playing the game have been in a mech, and it's like the audacity to call yourself a pilot is hilarious, and it's a hill that I kind of sit there and I go, you're the, like, that game is the reason that we basically haven't gotten Titanfall 3. So it's like yes, we hold a grudge against them very, very heavily. Yes, there is very much a grudge against Ashes and Apex. True. Yeah, India's where it's at. Reject the AAA establishment. Yes, that's why we're going to be playing a lot of Diesel Knights, which is coming out very, very soon. Not today. Not today, Butterfingers. And Xavier is hard at work building us a new Titanfall game. I used to enjoy it, but it became very, very sweaty. I'm not surprised. And again, not sponsored by Diesel Knights, but I'm just happy somebody is confirmed working on a Titanfall game. Apex is the fault. It's Apex's fault. Apex shouldn't even exist in the beginning. I'm just saying it shouldn't exist. Yes, I am in agreement with that. Kind of toxic, I heard. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little self-aware for a second. I realize I'm being toxic towards that community, like people who just genuinely enjoy that game. I have no issue if you genuinely enjoy the game. I'm just salty because we lost the game because of that. There is no reason that both games shouldn't be able to... There is no reason that both games can't exist at the same time. AAA studios just be fucking lazy. And my anger is not really with the community of Apex. It's more levied at Respawn. Respawn and Epic. Because they said themselves they canceled Titanfall 3. So again, I hope I'm wrong and it does come out. Titanfall 2 was released right between COD and Battlefield. It was, yes. I'm just hoping that... Again, I'm hoping that I'm wrong. You got a way out of this one? And we're gonna get like a 148 for this one, if we're lucky. Mostly because I be ranting and raving about stuff. At least it'll be, at least it won't be a 150, but like, ugh. I thought one of the creators has passed. Yes, one of the... Yeah, one of the... Basically, the CAO of Respawn passed away recently, who was working on Battlefield 6, and then made that game good. And then now it's just like, Where do we even go from here? Oh, and the TikTok stream kind of froze for a second. That's not good. It's like Respawn has a favorite child and Titanfall is forgotten by Respawn. Yes. Lag. I see that. Is it okay? Like, what is going on? I think it's just lagging. I'm gonna go with that. Anywho, I'm going to see if I can get into the community tab. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music. Hopefully this works and I don't get a whole bunch of ads. Love that chicken from Popeyes. That was the ad I got, by the way. But luckily, we can just straight up skip that. Anyways, Is it just down? Is it just down, or is it like, huh? I don't know. I can't see my own posts. Nailed by the jingle. Okay, it seems to be working now, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with TikTok, but the master of design, yeah, I know what's best. A PPC is a simple test. Yeah, I'm not seeing the posts anymore. There, Isaac. Do you have it? No. Yeah, I'm looking on top newest creator posts. I'm not seeing anything. Respect Halo, welcome in on TikTok. How we doing today? All right, well, that anyways, that's gonna be that for the 2 runs. I want to see if there's anything I can do to like I don't know, I'm probably gonna just practice sludge skip or something real quick, and then that'll probably be that easy. What do you think the new what do you think Jack Cooper's new Titan will look like? Well, I'm wondering if the story will try to reconcile the fact that for the master ending, if you haven't played the master ending, then I don't want to spoil it for you. Maybe mute the stream or something, but in the ending for that, Jack Cooper, like the camera pans to Jack Cooper's helmet and BT is still alive. Very much alive in the helmet. And I'm wondering if they'll just bring him back that way, or if they'll just completely disregard that. I'm hoping that BT will return, but... Alright, it's up again. Alright, bet. Let's have a look at it. Let's try not down. Shut and come down. Yeah, I hate this. I hate how I go into my own damn community and I cannot see shit. I'm seeing, on the top one, I'm seeing, my I'm seeing the XO 100 Centurion, Philip's comment from 2 months ago, and then newest deployment schedule. The XO 100 Centurion stream thing, deployment schedule, Lux's art, which was really good. Thank you. And then there's the creator post. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry that you're having to go through this. Hey Philip, could you try, like, I think because YouTube hates me. Probably. It hates all of us, most likely. But I was thinking maybe you... I was thinking if Philip's still in chat, maybe... I don't know. I was thinking, like... I was thinking maybe he could post it, but then how he get the link, and then... I don't know. I was trying to think along those lines, but I don't know if that would work. Can you see the link, Philip? Gonna go to bed soon? Oh, don't worry about it then. Yeah, Isaac, could you try, like, I don't know, maybe like post a video on your channel and then I can like check it out or something? Like, again, you don't have to. I'm very curious to see what you built there, and then I can have a look at it. Or like a post on your channel or something. Like, I know it's probably not like a complete channel, it doesn't have to be. I'm just I do want to show that, and then I can link it back to my channel or whatever. I don't know. I would prefer if we could just have a functional post section, but until then, I saw the Philip repost my Elden Ring character. Thanks, but please make sure it was a commission request. It was a commission request from me, made by Minty. I'm not sure if that, I don't know if she got, I don't know if that got reposted, if that was given with the credit to Minty. I will check later on that one. Thank you for reminding me to use this. Yeah, we'd want to give our artists credit, of course. I'll edit it in. Thank you. Thank you, Philip. Yeah, I didn't mean to bother you with that, Philip. I'm trying to get this to work, and I really do want to see what Isaac has. I want to see what Isaac's built over here. Because I always appreciate when pilots go off and do stuff like that, like fan art or like any special stuff like this. It always warms my heart, so I very much want to see this. Thanks, I just wanted to make sure Minty got the credit. For sure, yeah. I'm probably going to commission another piece of art from her here soon anyways. I was thinking about doing one with like the peel away at the bushwhacker cockpit, but we'll see. I'll try posting it. It was mostly to try posting when you had trouble in the community a long time ago. Okay. It's mostly to try posting when you had trouble posting in the community long ago. That's, again, I have less like solutions than Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm baffled by the post by the community post system. Like I'm baffled by it. Right, and this is why you're the boss. Thank you. Thank you there, Fuses. Where was that, like, when, I haven't seen that in the community. Fuses, when Philip reposted that, did he repost it to my community or, I forget, because I didn't see it in the community post. Brother Quinn says, it's one problem, they might do a Halo Cortana. I mean, what's the issue with that? Alright, if you're saying, like, BT is going to be like Cortana, and the fact that, it's going to be more like in Jack Cooper's helmet, I don't think so. I think it would just be transferred back to another core. Or something along those lines. If we're trying to, like, quickly extrapolate a potential story idea from that. It's over a month ago now. We'll have a look at that. Whether it be on stream or off stream. But yeah, I would definitely give Minty the credit for that. Anyway, oh dear Kane, I was supposed to practice that one section, but I just went in autopilot mode, and now you're gonna get it. Now you're gonna get the absolute beating of a lifetime. Oh, you might be giggling now, but soon you'll be ripped out of that cockpit in a record time. It's okay. Okay, I gotta post on my channel. Sweet, let's have a look at it. Let's see here. Isaac, go to channel. Here, Forge. That is so cool. That is so cool. I love the way, like, it kind of looks like the Titanfall gloves. And again, I can't quite show it. Let's see. I'm viewing it on a different device. Let me see if I can pull it up on stream. I'm not going to be able to show it on TikTok. I do apologize, because if I do, TikTok's going to come after me with TikTok's going to come after me and blast my channel, but I can at least show it on the YouTube side of things. So, okay, so I'm going to take off this one. I don't want to update in the splits. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to switch over to the wheel. I'm going to add a source. Hello. I'm just going to put myself in the corner over here. Here's the model. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good, especially for like a kit bash. Again, first off, I love this like Mandalorian looking helmet over here. That is really cool. And especially like the Titanfall like gloves. Like normally it'd be a little bit like closer to the back of the palm here, but it's so cool. And just like the boots. I love like the stiletto style boots. Just, it's so good. I couldn't zoom in to see what color you painted your nails, so I picked red. Seemed to be your choice for the highlights. Yeah, I mean, shoot. I could definitely see me styling red. I could see red being a really good choice as well. Like, yeah, I love this. This is so cool. Thank you. Yo. Yeah, I absolutely love the kit bash here. This is so cool. Again, thank you to Isaac. Must have the figurine. Well, technically it's not available yet, but I do love the kit bash of it. And this file is up on their channel, so you're welcome to go and have a look at this. Like, for this particular instance, I'm going to say, if you can go and get it, you're more than welcome to go get the figurine. This does have my blessing. Please go and get yourself a figurine if you can. Otherwise, grab the files and get yourself a figurine. This is awesome. I love this. Thank you. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this particular stream. Thanks. Of course. What? Karimba, you might have to look at the YouTube stream for that one, because unfortunately, again, I wasn't able to show it on TikTok, because otherwise they will come to my house and delete everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up here. So I want to thank, let's see here.
Reactor online.
Sensors online. Serafel, King General. How'd the last run go? It went okay. Yeah. Mr. E, I think it is. Isaac, again, especially for the model. It turned out really good. And again, if you want to, there's a link off to the files. Please go and either make it or see if you can get it from TikTok's gonna turn off. God, just Instagram. I don't know. They might. But Philip as well. Fan of Fuses. Captain Tanks. Melly the Skelly. Lux. Let's see. Mashiva. Adam C. Rosie. Adam C. Mercury. Karumba. Brother Quentin. It'd probably be easier if I see it on here. Guess overeating's just a state of mind. Crimson Wings. Angel. Let's see here. Studio Network Inc. Let's see. Randall Patton. Kipling Sharon. Matt R.S. Please give me stuff. Vivid Alchemist. And whether you were actively commenting or just like lurking in the background, I want to say thank you to all of my pilots who were here today. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. And as always, this has been Callsign Oni-chan, signing out. Turning my back into a light show glow.